In the kitchen, craft is everything. An ounce more, a minute less can make all the difference. Yet, as a Michelin-starred chef, I know my own work is only ever as good as my ingredients. And in this series, I'm teaming up with the Balvenie to meet the extraordinary craftspeople supplying produce to some of the finest kitchens in Britain. Along the way, I'll be sourcing items for a celebration, bringing together the very best of British culinary craft. I'm Michel Roux, and this is the Craftsman's Dinner. New Milne Farm, Perthshire. Since 2002, this idyllic patch of Scotland has been transformed by Hugh and Sasha Grierson into one of the UK's most celebrated livestock farms. With animals roaming free on the land, it might seem to the naked eye that the farm looks after itself. Yet doing things the old-fashioned way is far from easy. I've come to meet Sasha to source some very special cuts of meat for my Craftsman's Dinner, as well as learn about the sheer craft that goes into running an organic farm.
So, Sasha, tell me the truth. Is it really hard work?
Well, we farm with no chemical input, so we can't use artificial fertilisers and we can't use routine medication of our animals. So we have to farm using what nature gives us.
But is it really that much more work than intensive rearing?
Well, for example, rearing our chickens, we're only allowed to have small numbers of birds in the shed. We have to open the doors every day.
What's wonderful is
let them out. Yeah,
they're just roaming around. They're doing what chickens are supposed to do and scratch the earth and dig for worms.
Yeah, that's the idea. And I think what we're trying to do is give them as close to a natural life as possible. But that requires labour input. It requires people to do that by hand. So it's much more labour intensive.
The free-range approach requires up to 4 times the manpower of intensive farming. But you only have to look at the animals up close to see why it's all worth it.
Right, let's get these girls fed.
Yes, they look hungry.
Indeed. OK,
right.
You do from that end and I'll do from this end. There we go.
Can I put it all in?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, a feast. Come on, little ones. Here we go. Into a feeding frenzy.
Absolutely.
What I like is that they've got so much room.
They get to exercise fully, so they develop those muscles really well. So the meat is quite firm. It's delicious, really delicious.
And we all know that happy pigs
Tasty pigs.
make good bacon. If I were to come back as a piggy,
Yeah.
I want to be here.
Which one, the black one or the...
I love the ginger one.
The ginger one, yeah.
I think he should be called Michel.
I think so. Right, Michel. That's him.
Whether it's oats for the pigs or grass for the cows, almost everything the animals eat is grown on site. Yet keeping the land fertile enough to grow the sheer volume of crops required is a major challenge. So it's what lies underground that's the real source of the farm's success. To find out more, I've come to meet Sasha's husband, Hugh.
Being organic, we're not using artificial fertiliser, so rather than throwing the nutrients on from a bag, we have to use what we have here on the farm and in the air and in the soil around us. We're always adding manures to help the soil out, but crucially we're also planting clover.
Since Roman times, farmers have known clover has near miraculous powers to boost soil fertility. Its secret lies in its roots.
Well, the clover stores nitrogen. It takes it out of the air, and it does it through these marvellous little nodules on the roots.
Wow, look at that. Yeah.
There they are there. And those little nodules have bacteria that take the nitrogen out of the air and store it into the root system.
Wow.
It then becomes available to everything else in the field.
So it's a natural form of fertiliser.
It is.
I can't wait to taste the beef.
I'm sure it'll be fabulous.
On most commercial farms, as soon as the animals go to market, the farmer's job is over. For the Griersons, however, it's just the beginning. The farm's very own in-house butcher, Murray MacDonald, is responsible for preparing all of the Griersons' meat. With 40 years of traditional butchery experience, he's a passionate defender of what he sees as a dying art.
Murray, the one thing that struck me as soon as I walked into here is that it smells like a proper butcher's shop. It's just lovely. It's making me salivate.
It's like traditional shops. You know, back in the day when we used to actually have shops rather than supermarkets.
Have you seen that change over the last few years? People more interested in different cuts and
Yes.
where the meat is from?
Yes, you do get people and they'll ask for specific things that they can't get in the supermarkets, like the shin. That's quite a favourite now, as I say, cut into pieces, and they'll take that kind of thing because they can't get it anywhere else.
I'm looking to take away a few special cuts of meat for my craftsman's dinner. Luckily, Murray's on hand to show me just how to carve them out.
So turn your knife in there.
Right, I'm in.
I'll give a swapping over. Right, yeah, just to loosen off a little bit.
And then?
Then it comes up there.
Yeah.
Just follow it all the way around.
Getting to the less conventional cuts requires real skill.
That's it.
I haven't done a great job on it, but...
It's not bad, it's not bad. To do any better.
I don't think I'd pass there, would I? But
It's not bad.
yeah, not too bad.
It's not bad.
Butchers like Murray must combine both detailed anatomical knowledge with some incredibly intricate knife work.
I love that noise.
Yep. That's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
Now, it looks like nothing, but actually that, again, it's one of those cheap cuts that has bags and bags of flavour. So that's what I want. These two.
These two.
And chuck in an oxtail for me and I'll be happy.
Right, I'll go and get the oxtail. Yeah,
Cheers.
Okay.
On my day with the Griersons, it's been fantastic to see their passion for increasingly rare traditional farming techniques. But values like these shouldn't be a mere ethical extra to help make us feel good about eating organic. For me as a chef, it's crucial that those principles translate into taste. So to find out if all her hard work is worth it, I'm finishing the day in Sasha's kitchen.
Oh.
There we go.
Wonderful. Mmm.
Right, let's cut this and see what we get.
Well rested.
Yep, 2 minutes aside, well rested. Try and keep the beef a bit pink.
And beautifully carved. And the
There we
presentation,
go.
is it? Well,
Thank you, bless you. So, would you like to taste some?
would I? Yes, of course.
We can have it in our fingers, or we can just
yeah,
go with
I'm
a
going to go
fork.
with the fingers.
Hugh,
Looks
would you like to
great.
try some?
Wow.
Thank you.
Let's try a bit.
It doesn't need anything to go with it. I mean, just beautifully cooked, well rested, a little sprinkling of salt and pepper, great company, and possibly the missing ingredient.
One thing could improve it.
Let's try a little bit of that.
Now, it may not be the purest idea. It may not be the French thing to have a drop of whiskey, especially.
Yeah, but we're not in France, are we, Michel?
We're not.
In Scotland.
We're in Scotland, I agree.
We're in Perthshire.
This is glorious. What a wonderful day I've had. I've witnessed, I think, what farming is all about in its purest form. Really looking forward to seeing you at my Craftsman dinner. And hopefully I will do justice to your wonderful, wonderful beef.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to that. Can't wait.
Let's drink to that.